This is the movie news as brought to you by me, Generally Nerdy, right here on the channel, Generally Nerdy, of whatever platform you might be watching on, probably YouTube. If you want to see the entire episode, the full news show, then follow the top link in the description, again, assuming you're on YouTube. Or if you are not, then check out youtube.com/generallynerdy, generallynerdy.net. Those are the places to go do the thing. Let's get into the news before I lose my breath. Movie section, we do have a couple of follow-ups to knock out of the way. First up is Halloween Kills. NBC Universal came out of left field and said, oh yeah, by the way, October 15th is going to be the day that this is going to be in theaters, but it's also going to be the day that we put it on the Peacock streaming service. So if you are a subscriber to Peacock, then you will be able to watch it as part of your subscription fee. If you do not subscribe, then you have to go see it in theaters, which generally speaking for a horror movie is the best way to watch it anyway. So there is that. Our next follow-up is with the Willy Wonka prequel movie that we've been keeping tabs on. Previously announced Timothée Chalamet will be playing a younger Wonka, and now we have the announcement that Keegan-Michael Key has been cast in an undisclosed role for the film as well. Very interesting. I like Chalamet. I like Keegan-Michael Key. This could be heading in a good direction. Who knows at this point? Who knows? But we're moving on. Our next follow-up is a very quick one. Bob's Burgers, the movie, has a release date finally. May 22nd, or 27th rather, of 2022 is when you'll be able to see Bob's Burgers on the big screen. That is what we have for follow-ups. Our first trailer that we're going to be talking about is one that I actually skipped in the previous episode, but you probably didn't know that because the previous episode only went out on a couple of platforms for reasons already mentioned. So, the most recent Last Night in Soho trailer has been launched, and it's the trailer. This is a very weird thing to say, but the trailer starts off a little slow, and it's like 3 minutes long. So at first you're going, I don't know if this is what they were selling it to me as, and then you get to the latter half of the trailer and they go, Oh, I see now. Oh, I do want to see this movie. So definitely, if you have not yet seen it, go follow the link down in the show notes and do that because it looks great. It looks so great. Anyway, Edgar Wright is brilliant. We're moving on. Next, we're talking about Hawkeye's new trailer. Again, link down in the description. There is a boatload of breakdowns of this trailer, all of the Easter eggs that they're dropping and so on and so forth, but it just looks like a lot of fun. This looks like Disney might be still sort of listening to fans a little bit, but I don't know. You go watch it, come back to the social medias, and let's have that conversation. What do you think about the new Hawkeye trailer? Our last trailer is a very interesting one. This is also the announcement of something that was not really something that anybody was asking for, but could be interesting nonetheless. Bright, that Netflix movie that featured Will Smith, is getting another movie, kind of. It's an anime movie called Bright Samurai Soul. It is going to be, again, on Netflix. It does take place in the same world as that Will Smith movie, but it is a prequel, kind of. It's none of the original actors are coming back to voice characters because it takes place in a different area of the world, and this also doesn't mean that we're going to see another Bright live action movie like we had rumors months and months ago saying that we were going to. So strange, but interesting, and we're going to keep tabs, and we're also going to be moving on. Our one piece of regular old news for the movie section has to do with Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan's newest movie is going to be about J. Robert Oppenheimer, the guy who created the atom bomb, and the big piece of news for this is that it is not going to be for Warner Brothers or Legendary Pictures. It is instead going to be for Universal Pictures. This will be the first time in roughly 2 decades, so 20 freaking years, that Christopher Nolan has not made a picture for Warner Brothers. So really interesting to see what happens. So far, I believe they've announced that the budget is somewhere in the neighborhood of $100 million. So add another $100 million to the marketing machine for this movie. So you're looking at $200 million to break even on a Christopher Nolan movie. That should be pretty freaking easy, but we'll keep tabs. And that is what we have for the movie section. And that is all of the movie news that is worth talking about as far as the nerd sphere is concerned. If you want to see all of the other sections, again, top link in the description, generallynerdy.net, youtube.com/generallynerdy, patreon.com/generallynerdy, all of the wonderful places. Thank you for joining me again, nerds. Before we go, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.